would make you think you're not going to see them again?
The shifts she works. Remember?
Yeah.
She shouldn't be here.
Yeah. That's all they can say. They're not saying anything.
A lot of people are freakish fans of...
Anyway, like I said, I believe that's what the skill is. I'd have to go check because they're all written in...
May or may not dump info on screen if I'm not speed editing. I forgot I said that. For I am a lazy fuck.
Also, if I can even remember what goddamn skill it is, I'd have to tell you that in post. It's mostly on the archer enemies, and they're...
Also loss.
Stop doing that.
Lost but really transparent. Can you see it? And if so, what part of the screen?
Okay. Annie.
And stop doing what?
Just, I hate that meme.
Hey, if, Repainted puts it in the Mario, it's a good meme.
Where was it in the Repainted?
It's a background for, Far Outpost.
Of course it is.
Damn it! Actually, we needed to...
We need to give them pretzel.
We're getting the rat ending.
Rat ending, best ending. Annie. I rambled a bunch of the points, but the only reason I've kind of repeated a few things, I can't 100% remember the names for a lot of, like, the items. And shit, and, well, it's, again, the game, it kind of keeps having basically the same problem, which, like, goes back to the point I...
So, what you're supposed to do is... You're supposed to move it until the rats grab it, and then when they take it, you're done? You can only steal one pretzel from the pierogi guy a day if you fail like I did, but if you want to succeed, what you have to do is do what I was doing, where you can go slow. Like, just watch his eyeball, and as soon as it shifts, just stop. You have to do this 3 times. You can fail once, and you aren't too bad, so... Now we need to go see my precious cinnamon roll.
Yeah, no. And, like, no, what I was going... like I said, was the skills. There are a few others, but a bunch of the skills, like, the game has are basically unavoidable. And, yes, it's like... You know, if they attack you, like you said, we do have the same things apply. But again, just because, like, you give the game something doesn't make it balanced, because a lot of mechanics are clearly designed to kind of be used for the players. Because the big, like, outside of very few maps and very specific things, and this is something a lot of ROM hacks fail to understand, the balance in Fire Emblem is typically the player has much stronger units at the cost of having far less of them. That's basically what the compensation through most of the game is supposed to be, and that's where giving the game
You were bitching enough about that game.
Yes.
He was going on and on, this guy. My god.
Because, like I said, I hate repeating a point, but it's a point I feel strongly about. This is not how you handle difficulty, and this is why I hate whenever people complain about a game being too easy, because every time people complain about it, the next game doubles down on bullshit.
That's one of my favorite lines in this game.
What?
I already know how to make fake blood and body parts, but I'm sorry, I'm probably boring. How in the world is that boring?
Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with that? Oh, fake blood, you can maybe use, like, tomato paste or something.
Lori is a precious cinnamon roll that we must protect at all costs. Lori is best girl.
Are they a girl? Don't answer that.
That's a girl.
I don't care if they are or not.
A young girl.
They stated her age the first time you talked to her.
She's like 15, I think?
Yeah, see. And then she jokingly calls you old, even though you're only about 5 years old and 15. Anyway, so I hate repeating this point. But, like I said, I feel a conquest, I feel it does, like, essentially what a lot...
Oh, we did get it!
It does what a lot...
Guys, I don't remember getting that.
What?
The windmill?
That was, like, the first one that you...
One of. Did I mention it's been a minute? And by a minute, I mean many minutes?
Like I was trying to say, I feel the biggest problem is the way the game handles its difficulty, because, like I said, it basically forces you into specific scenarios. Because of all the bullshit that the game throws at you, it basically forces you to essentially deal with a bunch of
Wait,
things.
is the old lady down here? Did I walk past her?
That you really can't. And again, like I said, this is more specific. This is more specifically a point, like I said, aimed at Fire Emblem ROM hacks, even though I'm not going to name a specific hack, but again,
no.
The problem...
Oh, that's sad.
But again, the problem a lot of ROM hacks run into, and as I said before, was the balance of the game was you normally have an army of about 10 or so characters, and you are fighting well beyond that, usually about 20 to 30 or so, give or take game map and other variables, because the game has many more characters than you. Like I said, the balance is supposed to be that your characters are league stronger, but you have to deal with multiple enemies at once coming at you from multiple different angles, so they use there being more of them to essentially overwhelm you with numbers and not outright strength.
I need to look up how to get the strange teenagers to be out here.
But giving the game... But, like I said, giving the game skills, pairing them up, and doing other things, that shifts the balance to where you now have multiple enemies, but now it is multiple enemies that essentially, through having skills or pairing up or whatever, basically, the multiple enemies are now the strength of your units, and because they're now equal or closer to the strength of your units, like I said, the balance shifts. Because a lot of ROM hacks, this is just a ROM hack point in general, misunderstand basically how to make a game hard, and commonly essentially bend the game over backwards, breaking it, making it to where you are essentially required to do exploits for the sake of challenge, or, you know, just copious amounts of, like, grinding. And it's also another problem that the game has. It doesn't let... It's, like, half a problem. If your weapons had durability, this would be much more of a problem, and we would be straight into Sacred Thorns territory. But you can't level up lower level units, so we then have the other problem of if someone drops behind in levels, they're fucked. That's basically it. There is no recovering them unless they have stupid good growth rates.
Okay.
When are we going to stop? Because I could ramble about this.
I'm probably going to stop. The next B event is really interesting, and I'm probably going to stop on an even night so that we just have a better starting point, so I'm not halfway into a day.
Okay.
Meaning I should talk to Mom, talk to the pastor, and see about B.
To be fair with,
And as for not talking as much, I was just letting Carson kind of ramble, and...
I guess I had been wanting to.
I know you wanted to, and I said I would let you ramble. I was just...
And to be fair with my rambling...
Come on.
and like I said, to be fair, was my rambling point. A bunch of the points I made might have been, like I said, might have been wrong, because I might have been getting a few things mixed up. I would have to go fact check a lot of specifics. What?
I love that dialogue. May, those doors are... She said, I thought those doors were locked. All doors are locked sometimes. Not saloon doors. Cowboys just walking in and out. Because they just swing, and it was... That's rude. The Old West was a rude time.
This just reminds me of a random thing that was just the greatest thing in the first chapter of one.
Carnation. Okay, Mom, no more cowboy talk. Dagummit.
Before.
Gotta get back to work.
Before I wrap up with a few other points, just a random thing I remember. This is amazing because, of course, I would do this. In the first chapter of One Piece, it was. Basically, that chapter was in a bar, and those kind of saloon-style doors. Someone kicks one of them down. In one panel, it's hanging off its side, broken. In the next panel, it was fixed. People saying a question, asking what was the reason for that. That was obviously just he wasn't thinking when he was drawing the manga. But Oda, being the greatest man he is, he was like, there's a carpenter that goes around fixing things. Yeah, here's his name and everything, and now it's a canon character. There's just this guy that's a carpenter just going around fixing people's shit.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is. And it's the most amazing. And that's why One Piece is the best anime. Well, technically the best manga. The anime's kinda...
Is orange drink really the only name for it? Huh, I don't know.
What about purple drink?
No, it's the purple stuff.
Yeah.
There's always in the Sunny D commercial, that purple stuff.
Uh-huh.
They're always disgusted by the purple stuff.
Yes.
Because they want the Sunny D.
I once saw a guy, he said he couldn't drink.
Orange drink. The drink that is orange. When did you stop coming? When my mom stopped making me. When I was like 15. Why? I don't know. All the sitting and standing. Seeing this now, feel this now. Well, the feelings are more suggestions. Doesn't feel like it. Well, I hope you maybe come back Sunday. Yeah, I guess I haven't seen you preach. Oh, wow, preach. Kind of has a bad tone to it, huh? Talk? That works. Hey, how are things with the whole Bruce situation? Well, we're praying and gears are turning, but they turn slow. But God can turn any gears they want, and I think take comfort in that. Sorry, can't English. Hope it turns out okay. Thank you, May. Hey, listen, if you ever want to talk or have any questions about, God, sure. You can always talk to me. Kind of in my job description. Okay. Again, can't English. And Carson was rambling.
It just about something else, because you brought up the Sunny D. I once saw a guy who hated it. I can't remember what he said it tasted like, but Sunny D, it was basically just orange juice, right?
In a way of describing it, it's basically orange juice-esque, yes?
I can't remember how he described the taste, but...
No, it's orange! It's a juice that is orange flavored, but it's done up in a way where it's technically not raw orange juice.
Well, whatever they add to it in a game.
It's not bad.
I rambled about most of the points.
It's like a weird fruity...
I rambled about most of the points.
I'm thinking about Hawaiian Punch.
I rambled most of the
Anyone
points.
remember Hawaiian Punch?
That was the fruit drink thing that had the kid in the swim trunks was the stupid red hair as the mascot, right?
They still do.
Okay.
They still do. That never changed.
Are we back to the coolie guy wearing pants again, or
He seems to shift. But they seem to have also been cool with him having no pants again. Which is amazing. If anyone doesn't know the controversy in the 90s, parents complained that the Kool-Aid guy was a giant naked man.
That's a picture.
But his genitals that don't exist are showing. I think someone also said that it was wrong. I think a common complaint was it teaches children to be naked.
Yeah, that was actually the one that I heard more. It wasn't so much that people were like, oh, he's naked. It was more of it teaches, like, children to be naked or something. Which I rambled most of the points.
We're probably going to end up doing B's event and then...
I rambled most of the points I wanted to.
Stopping soon.
I'm trying to think of more. Now, granted, this is very hard to quantify.
There was a lot also just going on in general for me to finally talk more at the end of this part.
Yeah, so this is kind of a game more rambling, and it is really hard because it's like you're either going to ramble and basically ignore all the dialogue, or essentially read the dialogue and let the game commentate itself.
Because the dialogue is the reason I'm playing this!
Because the game commentates itself. It's all like...
Also, I love how you can... What's in the news? Sinkhole over crosstown. Her news updates are like little events tied to what's going on in the story. It's interesting.
So it's foreshadowing, basically.
Who's the... One of these days... No, she talked with like a weird southern drawl, so they spelled it weird. So it's like, one of these days, whole town's gonna get swallowed up. Cause I can do a deep, convincing southern drawl, and nobody can deny this.
Foreshadowing. I can do it, but I have to like get in a rhythm to do it. It's really weird. And yes, a lot of her family did.
I am born in the South, so I am not really faking this. I just don't speak it naturally.
A lot of her family sounds like that naturally.
I have to make myself do it. But as you can see, I want to know if you guys think my southern drawl is convincing because I live in the South.
I rambled about most of the points I wanted to. I'll go more in depth as I get farther through the game and can get kind of a concrete answer on a few things. So I'll go like more in depth. With it basically, but just a few other little problems to balance out the all weapons being infinite use. A bunch of the weapons have stupid side effects to them, like reducing your stats and things like that, and that wouldn't be a problem, but most of them are so goddamn huge. You essentially you can only get one attack was the weapon, and then it's basically useless. But
he just disappears into the staircase.
That somehow fits Jerem. But to be...
I'm gonna keep talking to him till we get he came from somewhere.
To be fair with that point about the weapon or... so the other reason
Okay, let's extend the recording to get B.
Yeah, like,
and we can finish off with that, and I'll probably stop.
A lot of times, like, Sean and Bruh...
Wait, is Chazikov doing his global thing, or is that not today?
Because it's raining... Wait, Chazikov is the guy that does the telescope stuff.
Oh! The foreigner!
Is he Canadian?
Excuse me? Yeah? Looking for the park store? You just missed it. What? You've got an accent. Where are you from? Russia.
Oh, Russia.
How did you end up all the way out here? I'm hiking east, the Great Eastern Delicious Trail. Oh wow, how's that? Did you see any bears? Not so far. They eat people sometimes. Actually, all of your bears around here mostly eat garbage. Rude. My guide says there was a park store here. It's gone. Used to be right here. But now there's a Snack Falcon. Do you know where I can get supplies? I mean, Snack Falcon, dude. I guess I can find something in there. Yeah, they've got all kinds of cool stuff. Probably all perishables, though. Isn't everything perishable? We're all going to perish. Everything is going to perish. Well, yeah, they've got granola bars, I think. I think he said something in Russian. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, Russian. The foreigner! He's foreign. Let's go check Chazakov, and then we're going to continue our B-only run.
Anyway, the point is going to make, like...
Did I mention I don't like Greg?
Well, we can do that when we get
Fight
there.
me, Internet! Fight me!
We can cover that when we get
As
there.
you can see, I'm raising my fists.
They can't see that.
Maybe we've been on a webcam this entire time.
Oh, that's how the hacker got the credit card information. Anyway, the point I was going to make, like, Sean and Brian, the reason they say that the having no weapon durability is a problem, besides most of the higher end weapons being useless because of their downside, it's because you can upgrade weapons in the game, so you can basically take something that's D or C rank and basically upgrade it to a point where its flaws are, well, not meaningless, they're still there, but it's just the weapon is, like, so strong now.
No, he's not.
Yeah, because,
Okay.
Because it's cloudy.
No, he said every 2 days. And that does conveniently tie to cloudy and clear sky, so...
Anyway, my point basically was, like I said before, is more specifically for Sacred Stones, it's not as big of a problem in Awakening, but I still didn't really use silver weapons in Awakening too much, but in Sacred Stones, I already feel that they are pretty damn...
I'll move in a minute, my eye was watering.
In Sacred Stones, I already feel that the silver weapons...
Can't see, guys!
The silver weapons, those are supposed to basically become your standard late game weapons, but I've always seen them as useless with their durability, because most of them, essentially, they only have 20 uses. And in Sacred Stones, yeah, they had a lot of power and accuracy, but I believe their weight was like 12 or something. Their weight was stupid high. It was too high to the point where it's not worth it for something...
Time for one of the best B events.
For something being that heavy.
Maybe. Amen.
And...
Got a lot of rock salt to move. Came in early this year, and like a crap load of snow shovels. Usually the distro place doesn't goof up like this. Maybe it's run by weather wizards. Yeah, that's not a bad theory. So what's up? Wanna hang out tonight? I'm working. If you wanna, like... Yes! One of the best events! I am so glad we're ending on this.
Mini golf?
What?
She said go play putt-putt.
I think this is one of the best events. Maybe that's actually not a bad idea. But sorry, gotta work. But because I don't remember mini golf, I remember this working event. Paychecks, rent, food, medicine, that kind of thing. So, yes!
Oh.
Yes, it is! You go to B's work!
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Okay, guys. So my question of the day is, have you guys been enjoying this LP? I thought I would ask because this game is a lot different from most of the games that we've played on the channel, because it has less of a gameplay focus and more of a story-driven focus. That is a huge turnoff for some people. But I find a lot of the game very personally relatable, and I find most of the dialogue hilarious, so I just had to play this game to show it off, because especially at this point in my life, for some upcoming story reasons, I thought this game would be a good way to explain some of my feelings and have a very solid and very realistic, down-to-earth talking point. But anyway, I would really love to know what you guys think. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Doing all of these things really helps out the channel, and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.